How do I know which of my teens or which group of teens to invite to the Abide Conference? I think the best way to go about answering this one is just by keeping the end in mind. What's the goal of the Abide Conference? We can basically say it's threefold: to help a teen recommit to Jesus Christ, to help a teen abide with him, to stay with him deep in the interior life, and finally, to be equipped and formed for mission, for evangelization. So some youth ministers will kind of make an all call, invite any of their teens to come to Abide. Typically, we recommend perhaps a more targeted invitation. See, Abide began back in 2015 as a bunch of youth ministers in the Cincinnati area realized a need or a trend amongst their teens. Many of these teens had been to numerous retreat experiences or conferences that had led them to the point of saying yes to the Lord, of encountering him. And they were hungry for more. They were hungry for the next step. How do I go deeper in my interior life? How do I share the faith with my friends or with my family? Abide was designed to help that type of teen answer those types of questions. Abide is meant for teens who have encountered Christ to go deeper with him in the life of the church and to be sent on mission with the church. So if we want to boil it down a little bit more, you might consider teens who have had that encounter, they've had that conversion experience. Maybe teens who have been to retreats before. Maybe a teen who's kind of stuck in that retreat rut, where it's almost like they come, they have an awesome experience, and then they kind of like bottom out until the next summer when they can go back to that retreat or conference and try to recreate the experience they had the year before. We might consider teens who are longing to go deeper in the interior life of prayer. Perhaps those teens who have asked you questions about mission, about sharing the faith with their family, with their friends, with their teammates. So these are the types of teens that Abide is really focused on. And we really do begin the conference with this assumption that in some way this teen has encountered Jesus and is beginning the life of a disciple. So we sort of take a deep dive on the very first day and we go from there. So it's not as much of a zero entry retreat or conference as what a lot of the teens are used to. So certainly can't answer every part of that question in this one little video, but hopefully this gets you started on how to discern which teens to bring to Abide.